Like it don't matter. You put Black Thought on the track, you put whoever the hell you want on the track. Fonte is going to be a standout. He may not have the best one. You know what I'm saying? Blindly, I would put my money on him. But bruh, if there's 10 people on a record, on a posse cut, he gonna have a top 2 record. He gonna have a top 2 verse. Yeah. And no matter the rapper, put Eminem on there. It don't matter. Fonte is criminally underrated. Dead and Hip Hop Conversations. This is kind of like a follow-up to the most overrated rappers. These are now the most underrated rappers. Now here's the thing. Before we get into it, make sure you check out Modest Media, aka Rod did his new single called Mamba Mentality. Now look, if you were here on the live this past Wednesday, you caught it in real time. But if you didn't and you messing up, look, man, go over there wherever you listen to your music, look up Mamba Mentality and support the brethren. Because Dead in Hip Hop, no politics, no BS, we are the rap fans. You know what I'm saying? But today's conversation is the most underrated hip hop artist that we have today. The first go round, we didn't have Modest, you know what I'm saying? So the full team is here. And since I'm hosting, I'm gonna go first. And I'm gonna go to the crib, man. The 305, Denzel Curry.
It's a good one.
Yeah, we talk about him a lot, and sometimes not enough. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gotten exponentially better since the first time that he was introduced to the crew with Nostalgia 64. But I always fucked with him because I grew up in that environment. You know what I'm saying? But Denzel Curry is the first underrated rapper on my list.
I'll go in and jump in just in case somebody got him on here, but I know I always advocate for this artist because I feel like he's not big enough. His name is out there, just like Denzel Curry, but it's just not big as I want it to be, and that's Jid.
I feel that.
Jid deserves way more recognition that he gets. I feel like he's not getting the shine because he's on Dreamville underneath J. Cole.
Part of it.
Yep. I think that's a major part of it. I think he definitely should be bigger than what he is right now.
He should be considered one of the GOATs.
Yeah.
Like in that next era that we talking about, post the big 3, like who's that next? It should be unquestionably Jid, but he doesn't get mentioned like that.
Nah, so I think, definitely should be up there.
My first underappreciated, underrated rapper, Mick Jenkins. Mick Jenkins is
took my Midwest guy. That's cool.
Yep, took mine too.
Yeah. I think not only as a spitter, but as a great songwriter, a good storyteller. Like he got the complete gambit. As far as MCs, man. So yeah, I'm going Mick Jenkins is my first one.
Mick Jenkins. I'm going with Odyssey, man.
Wow. That's
a good one.
My nigga Ken.
Odyssey is very, very overlooked.
Discography is flawless, bruh.
Very much so.
Man.
Yeah, from instrumentals to the rap.
Yeah,
from
producer to rapping to song structure.
Bruh. Yes,
to
that's a great one.
Even rhythms and drum program. I heard him talk about it on an interview. Like he did a song at 6/8 time, which is
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, you really don't hear that a lot. It's more of a jazz thing, and I think it's just his overall versatility is amazing. Like he's even got to a point where he raps without even cursing now.
That's a good one.
Well, my next artist, he definitely cusses. You know what I'm saying? Ooh-wee! Shout out to Sauce Walker, man.
That's a good one.
Oh shit!
I feel like Sauce, he's known for a lot, but the thing he's known for the least is his rapping. And I know he's a character. He has crazy antics, and RIP to his artists that he lost. Say So, something, I'm bad with names, but, my condolences, and we talked about it on the rundown as well. However, I feel he is the balance that I always be talking about. Like, he can make, like, a crazy car banger, you know what I'm saying, that women want to twerk to and shit like that and be extremely raunchy and nasty, but then come back on a motherfucking, who's the nigga that I like? Derringer beat, you know what I'm saying? Going crazy, spitting gems, you know what I'm saying? Like Ghetto Gospel 4, that's one of the ones that we really internally feel like we missed out on. But you patrons can request it on the request line, I'm just saying. But yeah, nah, Sauce Walker, I feel like he should be bigger than what he is.
I mean, I talk about him all the time, I guess. I hadn't talked about him in a minute, but Kai Solo. Kai Solo, I feel like deserves more recognition. I'm not even sure he wants it like that, to be quite honest.
so either.
He's so like kind of reserved, incognito. I think he likes the mystique or whatever, but I do think more people should know about him. He is an acquired taste. I will say, you know, if you ever think about going and look into him, he's an acquired taste, but once you get settled in on him, man, he's super dope lyricist, very good at beat selection and what fits him. I think he should be up there with the Billy Woods and the other Herald underground names. So I think a Kai Solo should definitely be up there with those names. I mean, Billy Woods, they have him on the tracks, so they know what's up. They know what's up, man. Dude, crazy.
Not only is this guys, I feel like it's underrated or underappreciated out in his coast, but just overall, I'm going with Blue.
Look at
Blue, bruh. He is not talked about enough as like being one of the top lyricists out in the West Coast. Like, seriously, like, bruh, it's like I know people always talk about Kendrick, and bruh, yeah, Blue, lyrically, man, Blue is fucking crazy. He is nuts, man. Man, yeah, I'm saying Blue is nuts, bruh. So, yeah, I think he's definitely he's always under the radar. Whenever you talk about some of the best lyricists in the game, he's never mentioned. And his name should be out there a lot more.
Shit, I got another one for you, B. Guilty Simpson.
My nigga, keep it in the Midwest, baby.
I just don't think people really fucking
They
realize.
don't realize it, bro. How cold he is.
Yeah, man. There's plenty of material out there, but
His voice, like, you know when he's on the microphone,
man, his
bro.
presence is
You talk about
crazy.
presence. Well, we grade his presence.
Oh shit, 9, 10, bro. That shit is the sky, bro. Like you know Guilty when you hear him, and just go listen to R.I.P. on the Elzi joint he did with Oh No. What's that? What's the name of the album? B? Is it Heavy Vibrato?
Yeah, Heavy Vibrato. Yep.
Go listen to that joint. Both of them go crazy. Like that whole song is freaking amazing. And of course, Marv was on here giving him credit and props and shine as well. You guys know where
Yep, and Vic Spencer. Yep, Vic
yeah,
Spencer was too.
Vic Spencer, man. Like, I think people don't really understand how dope he is.
Cause I remember when the Elzi joint came out, I think I only sent you the one with Guilty. I was like, bro, you gotta listen to the joint with Guilty on here, bro. That shit's fucking crazy.
Yeah, he's amazing. I think people need to pay more attention to Guilty Simpson.
I got me a rapping / singing nigga.
Oh shit.
Fonte.
Who?
Fonte.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Fonte
said, "Oh, shit."
is criminally underrated. And I understand, Ken, what's the group that he was a part of? You know I'm bad with name. Huh? No, not Little Brother.
Foreign Exchange?
Oh, Foreign Exchange.
Yeah. You know, a whole different fan base because of Foreign Exchange. But in the hip hop world, I feel like he is still underrated. He's somebody that when we're talking about you don't want to get on the mic with, or somebody that can outdo anybody that gets on that mic with him, he's one of those people that should always be named, but he's not. But Fonte is truly a legend, truly one of the most gifted MCs that has ever graced the microphone. So that's my flowers.
You
think Fonte underrated?
Yeah. You don't?
Yeah, he underrated.
People don't talk about him, Ken.
He underrated. You remember we went to that fucking beats and lyrics shit out here at the stadium, beats and lyrics show. People weren't even like acting like they didn't even know who he was. Like they wasn't even rapping none of the songs, and it was the whole. It was Lil Brother. It wasn't even just Fonte.
Wow.
And they wasn't like rocking with it. I'm like, oh my god.
I think that's popularity though.
Oh my God.
But I think that's part of it though.
But think about when we talk about the best rappers or even Southern rappers. Does he
don't
get mentioned?
like that?
He don't.
Nice.
And he should. I'll put it to you like this. In my opinion, from a lyrical perspective, he's on a God tier like Andre 3 Stacks. Like it don't matter. You put Black Thought on the track, you put whoever the hell you want on the track. Fonte is going to be a standout. He may not have the best one. You know what I'm saying? Blindly, I would put my money on him. But bro, if there's 10 people on a record on a posse cut, he gonna have a top 2 record. He gonna have a top 2 verse. Yeah. And no matter the rapper, and put Eminem on there. It don't matter. Fonte is criminally underrated, Ken.
I'm gonna go. Did somebody say Vic Spencer?
No, I just mentioned Vic Spencer because he was talking about Guilty Simpson.
Okay, well I'm saying Vic Spencer officially. Like ever since we interviewed,
that was your introduction to him.
That was my introduction. Man, I've been
Me too.
bumping the shit out of his stuff ever since then, bro. And like, man, that dude is cold, man. That nigga like super underrated. I was like, he got so much material. I know y'all was saying that.
Yeah.
And he probably thought I was playing, but nah, nigga, I've been going back listening to everything. So yeah, again, criminally underrated. I think he definitely should have more recognition, especially with the collabs that he has. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how is he not more known? You know what I'm saying? With the collaborations that he's done. So yeah, I'm definitely putting Vic Spencer in the hat for underrated MCs.
You went Midwest. I'm gonna keep it Midwest too. Elzi. I think Elzi is underrated. Fucking coldest MC out the Midwest, man. Like I feel like he's underrated. I feel like his peers respect him. I think other MCs is like, ooh shit, like this motherfucker crazy, you know. But I just don't think people don't really get how fucking cold Elzi is. Same way as y'all just talked about Fonte. Like I just think people really just don't appreciate it. Just know how ill of an MC, you know, Fonte is. I feel the same way with Elzi. I feel like he's the same way. Elzi took Fonte into the deep waters. I don't know if you ever heard this track called No Competition. It was Fonte Elzi on there.
If I did, I don't remember it.
Yeah, man. And Fonte did have the second best verse because it was Fonte, Elzi, and Talib Kweli on there. And yeah, produced by Crisis. And boy, Elzi, took him out. Took him out to the deep waters, man. It was crazy. That shit was crazy. But yeah, man, Elzi.
That's a good one. Yeah, nah, for sure. Like, I don't think people are up on Elzi like that.
8Ball.
Okay.
I don't think people really realize how good of a rapper 8Ball is.
That's a good one, Ken.
And this is not just off his run with 8Ball and MJG. To really appreciate 8Ball as a rapper, you have to listen to Lost.
We talked about it on here, but just in general. The general public, when they talk double albums, they never mention Lost. They always forget it.
Yep. He's rapping with some of the best in the game, some of the most notable rappers we know in the game. The versatility and beats on that album is not just completely Southern.
Yep.
Like it's damn near. This is not a review of the album, but but we should talk about this album because Kyle's been talking about it in the chat.
He sure has.
Recently, and I just recently listened to it. That's why this is where this came from. Like I think people really sleep on him as just a rapper and a lyricist. 8Ball is really dope, and if you have not listened to the Lost album, go listen to it. And you will hear exactly what we're talking about. This guy, he's up there,
it's
bro.
It's arguably one of the best double albums to come out in hip hop. It's arguably.
Yes. No, it's up
like
there.
Like if you say it, I won't be like, oh, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So bonus round, Modest. I'm gonna see your listening guest, and I'm gonna raise you a listening guest.
Okay.
He's also from the South, Ken, and he's also, I guess now you could consider him a singing nigga now. But Grip, even though his discography isn't as extensive as some of the other artists that we're talking about,
he's super dope,
nigga. And he really doesn't get mentioned like at all. Like I haven't been in any type of hip hop conversation where it's not me who mentions him. You know what I'm saying? Like people always, you know who's hot about, who's nice out of Atlanta, nigga. Grip, who that? Oh my God, go listen to Snub Nose. Go, hey, just press play on that first one, and if you tell me the nigga whack, we can't talk music. Like it's just as simple as that.
I remember we were just like, man, how is no one talking about this shit?
Bro.
I was so glad we covered that. We talked about that shit because we were just like, man, how is no one noticing this?
Yeah,
this shit was crazy.
Yeah. Again, criminally underrated. And even though I feel like he's still early in his musical journey, even though he's been in it for some years now, he just doesn't have necessarily that extensive catalog because he's not a rapper that's dropping 4 projects a year. Like he's just not that type of artist. But you have to grow to appreciate the music he does put out and his transition. Again, become a patron so you can listen to the unreleased joint off of the listening. Like he's going this pop rock wave, and it's just like, well, goddamn, like you are truly talented. So Grip for me on my bonus.
For my bonus, I'm gonna go Makami. I mean, if you're a fan of the show, you know I'm a fan of Makami. I feel like he was on a trajectory of becoming more known by being associated with Jay-Z, but then something happened. Like, I don't know if it was just, I don't know what happened with that situation, if they even still talk. I don't know what it is, but I feel like he definitely should be up there with some of the bigger names and just being recognized in hip hop on a higher level. Still, I mean, he does still have a acquired taste, I think, in moments, but ultimately, I think he's a bit more accessible than a Kai Solo.
Yeah, and I was gonna say I feel like in later years he's been making more accessible style of music.
Yeah.
Because his early shit is like, what the fuck is you saying?
I mean, that early shit's
No, I'm not saying it's not, but it's definitely more
Yeah, I feel
accessible
you,
now.
yeah,
You know what I'm
it's definitely
saying?
more accessible, yeah.
But I will say this though. I do feel Mock has a small but cult-like following for the motherfuckers that fuck with him.
Yeah,
But
for
he's
sure.
not,
nah.
known.
Yeah.
Like if
I
you
can
know,
bring,
you know.
if I bring
but-
up Makami in a group of
then
just random hip hop
they're not gonna
guys, they're not gonna know who he is.
All right, so my next one, definitely underrated, underappreciated. Add to. Shot
heard
to.
that name in a
100%.
minute.
100%.
Bruh,
Just looking at him in my library, I was gonna
Bruh.
add him to the
Crazy.
playlist.
bruh, if you have not listened to Jim Crow the musical, you fucking up. If you haven't listened to
Tell
Pray
'em.
for the Poor, you fucking up. If
Tell
you
'em
haven't
again.
listened to Between Heaven and Hell, you are fucking up. He's
Tell 'em
one of
3
the
times.
dopest. Yeah, he's amazing, bruh.
Man, that Heaven and Hell joint, bro.
Bruh. Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, the Jim Crow music. I mean, like that was
That's-
one of the most important albums to come out, and like no one talked about it, bruh. Like that shit was crazy. Like the topics and shit he was talking about on that damn album was fucking crazy, and it's like
Yeah.
nobody was talking about it. So yeah, man, add to.
Duke Deuce, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Duke
He
Deuce.
is underrated.
Duke Deuce is definitely like he's known for the viral stuff. I talk about him on here whenever I get a chance. So he gets pushed out here a lot, but on this channel. But he was with QC.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they just dropped him, and it's like we have in Memphis like two representations of what is Memphis. You have Key Glock and all them, and then you have Duke Deuce, who has this whole other sound. And I think if more people knew and appreciated and understood like him bringing back that sound, maybe he could get out there a little bit more. But the joint he released last year with this crew, that shit was good. I forgot the name of it, but
Being critical of Duke Deuce, and I'm a big fan too. I fuck with Duke Deuce heavy. I feel like when we listen to a project of his, like there'd be too many duds on it
does
overall.
since when?
What do you mean since when? Like he has joints that are skippable. He has a lot of skippables on his projects.
No.
But the hits are ridiculous.
No.
Okay.
The only way so the first couple are good, Memphis Massacre and something else. And there was like one after that when he was just starting to kind of get ready, Crunk Star. That was, and I think that is what hurt him, because that is the one where I will agree with you. I think there were duds on that one, and he didn't get a chance. And I think he was just, I don't know what was going on. Maybe that was QC. I don't know if he was even on the QC. So I feel like for what he does and for the mainstream, for the surface, I think he's definitely underrated, underappreciated. I think it also might be over for him. I don't know if that sound people really want to hear it anymore, or if there's really a connection to that whole crunk thing the way it was when I was growing up.
And that's the bigger part of it, where, and it ties into what I was saying, like a whole project. I don't need a whole crunk project, and I feel like that's where people lose their interest. But like the songs that are hard, playlist, put it here when I work out, this, that, and the third. So like he stays somewhat relevant, but I don't think he's gonna cross over because of the style he chooses to.
He's my guy though, bro.
I fuck with Duke Deuce.
Might be the last time I get a chance to mention him on the show.
Damn, Ken.
Oh man, I hope Duke make it out of this, bro.
But here's the thing, Ken, and this is what we was talking about a little bit off camera, and we're gonna close out. there's so many more underrated artists, you know what I'm saying, that we can talk about. So, like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know if you want us to do a part 2 for the most overhyped artist, and also another part 2 for the most underrated artist, because I got, the clip is fully loaded, bro. I'm just saying, I got a whole bunch of people I can talk about. But the conversation after the conversation is in the comment section. So let us know some of your most underrated hip hop artists of all time. Put it in that comment section, and we'll catch you next time. We out. Peace.